Okay, one of the first things you'll have to do when building a website is to set up web hosting. And I can recommend Bluehost at bluehost.com because I've used this host for several years. Their support and service is excellent, and it's a very reliable website. You can get web hosting for somewhere between $5 and $10 a month. So this is a great place to start. And this is the host I'll be using for this video. So if you don't have a domain, you'll need to click Sign Up Now, and you'll have to choose a domain that's available, and you can search for that here. If you already have a domain name, you can enter your domain name here, and you can transfer it to Bluehost. Okay, once you have either purchased a domain or transferred your existing domain to Bluehost, you'll log in and you'll get a screen that looks like this. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to install WordPress on your web host account. So we're going to go into Hosting, and I'm going to look under Website Builders, and you'll see WordPress. So click WordPress right here. And once it loads up, you'll see a page that looks like this. And I'm going to click Start a brand new install. Okay, and it says which domain would you like to install to. I'm going to choose mainlinetutors.com and check domain. Okay, it's telling me that something already exists there, which I already know. And by doing this, I understand that continuing will overwrite the files. Okay, that's fine because for the purpose of this video, I want to show you exactly what you would see if you were setting up a new hosting account and if you were setting up a new installation of WordPress. So I'm going to go ahead and write over the existing website so that you can see exactly what it looks like. Okay, install now. Okay, once the installation has successfully completed, you'll see a screen that looks exactly like this. And it gives you your site URL. I'm going to open that in a new window so you can see what that looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like when you first install WordPress before you do any editing to the website. Okay, let's go back, and it gives you the login URL. This is where you sign in to access the WordPress dashboard. Okay, more on that in a minute. And you're going to go ahead and get your username, which is your email address, and you're going to get your password. This is the starting password. So I'm going to copy that, and once I sign in, I'll change that. And let me go ahead and print out this information, and then we'll go to the login screen. Okay, I'm going to go to the login screen here, put in my username and the temporary password, and log in. Excellent. This is what it looks like when you first sign into WordPress. You're taken to the dashboard. And the first thing that we want to do is come under here to Settings and go ahead and change some of these settings here. Okay, I'm going to set my time zone. Okay, and date format looks good, time format looks good, the week starts on Sunday, and save changes. Next thing I want to do is go in and change my password right away. Okay, I'll keep the same username, and I'll go ahead and create a new password. Great. Okay, when you first sign into WordPress, you'll be taken to the dashboard screen, and it looks exactly like this. First thing you want to do is go in and change your password. So you're going to go down to Users and just click on your username and come down here and enter a new password and just type it in twice and hit Update Profile. Great. Okay, the next thing you want to do is go in and change your settings. Okay, so I'm going to start here at the general settings, and it's asking me for a site title. The title for this website is Mainline Tutors. And I have a tagline that I've already saved. Get that, title and tagline. Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm going to put in the title and the tagline. WordPress address looks good. Site address looks good. Email address, you can change that if you want to. Don't worry about the roles for now. Go ahead and set your time zone. TC-5. The date format looks good. Time format looks good. And week starts on Sunday. Save changes. Okay, let's take a look at some of the other settings tabs here. The writing tab, that's for blog websites, and because this website is going to be a business website, I'm going to skip that one for now. It's not going to have a blog right away. Let's look at the reading tab. Okay, it says the front page displays your latest posts. This is very typical for a blog website. If you want your front page to have a static page, like for example the home page or a welcome page, that's more of a traditional business type website, you would choose a static page. Okay, and then you would choose which page goes on the front page. Now you can still have a blog, it would just be on a separate page. It would be on a separate page which is designated for the posts. Okay, you can change that here at any time. Blog pages show at most 10 posts. I'm going to leave these alone for now. And if your website is in development, you can check this box to discourage search engines from indexing the site until you're ready for it to go live. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save changes here. Next is discussion. And this is for blog websites that have comments. I'm not going to have that for this site, so I'm going to skip to the next one. Media, the media settings. Thumbnail size is fine, medium and large. I can leave that alone. And permalinks. Okay, here are the permalink settings. Day and name is set. I'm going to go ahead and leave that as it is. And we're good with the settings for now. All right. Okay, now we're ready to start making some pages. So let's click on Pages. And right now you just have a sample page. Before I start, let's see what that looks like. Okay, this is the default. It says sample page here, and that's the only thing on the site. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and build some pages. And let's start with a new page. One thing that is very, very helpful when you're building a website is to outline exactly what you want to put on the website before you start. So let me give you an example. Okay, I have a folder of all the pages already set up, so I know that these are going to be the pages I'll use. I have the contact info, SAT tutoring and dates, subject tutoring, the title and tagline, which you already saw, tutoring locations. This is the outline, and this is the home page, Welcome to Mainline Tutors. It's very useful. You can either do this on the computer, you can do it on a Word document or text edit like I've done, or you can just write this out on paper. And it really helps you to get the structure in place first for the website, so you know exactly what you'd like to build. It will save you a lot of time, and it'll be a lot easier if you do it this way first. Okay, so let's start with the first page, which is the welcome page. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy this and paste it right into the new page here. And this is the page title. I cut that out. Remove this. Push that up, and the title goes here. Okay, that's the title of the page, and here's the content. Now I'm just going to first build the content, and then we'll go back and do the formatting and the photos. Okay, let me publish this so you can see what it looks like. Publish, and then you can view page. Okay, so here's what that looks like. You can see it's just only the text right now. Close this down. Okay, now that we have one page, I want to show you something that's very important and something that people look forward to, which is creating the theme for the website. So right now you can see that I have this theme with a black sidebar and black on the top. Not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something a lot more colorful and something that has a nice look to it. Okay, so the way you do that is you use a theme. In WordPress, it's called a theme. So let's go ahead and do that now. And the themes are found under Appearance. Appearance and then Themes. Okay, so how do you choose a theme for your website? Well, there are a number of different ways you can do it. For someone who is more of a designer, they may choose to design something themselves. Since this video is designed more for people who want to create a business website, may or may not have the design background, I'm going to show you how you can pick themes right here in WordPress that might work well for you. Okay, and you can see that there are 3 different themes already loaded in here. Okay, so one thing that you can do is we have our current theme here, and if you'd like to see another theme, you can do a live preview. And this shows you what it looks like with your actual content. Okay, I'm going to cancel that. Let's look at another one. Click on live preview, and you get an idea for what it could look like. So if you happen to like that, you can save and activate it. Okay, settings saved and theme activated. So now let's visit the site, refresh, and you'll see the change. Okay, so this is a very, very plain website. So now let's go see if we can find a theme that's better, nicer, more colorful. Let me go back here. There are some other options. There's something here called Mojo Themes, which I believe is specific to the Bluehost hosting. So here's a gallery of themes that you can pay for, okay, if you like some of these. Let's go back. You can choose from the WordPress.org themes. Okay, and here they give you some choices. If you have a custom theme or something that you've downloaded, whether it's free or whether you paid for it, you can upload it here. And what you would upload is the .zip file. Okay, and that looks like this. So you would choose install a theme in .zip format. So you don't actually unpack it, WordPress unpacks it for you. Okay, so if you had one of those, you would just browse and then you would unpack it here in WordPress. Okay, if you don't have something, you can look at some of the featured themes. Okay, there are many, many choices. Okay, these are some of the featured themes. You can look under newest, see what the latest and greatest designs are. And you can see what was recently updated. Okay, this is a good way to get some ideas. Let's go back to search. And under search, you have a number of different criteria that you can use to come up with a theme. So let's say, for example, you wanted something that had blue in it, and we'll just say some silver. And let's say you wanted something that's one column. Okay, so you could find themes based on these criteria. Okay, so now everything you pull up will have those criteria. And you can see it shows you what you search for. So that's a good way of doing it. Okay, I have a specific theme that I was looking for. It's called 2010. So I'm just going to type in the word 20 and see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is, 2010. So I can preview this. And if I like it, I can install it. Okay, so that's installed, and then you can do the live preview to see what it would look like with your actual content, and then save and activate. Theme is now activated. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Refresh. Okay, that's better. A little bit more colorful than we had before. Okay, good. And you can see that even though I changed the theme, it still kept my website title and my website tagline. And you can see here we have now homepage, sample page, and welcome to Mainline Tutors page. Okay, but we have a lot of stuff here on the right that I don't necessarily want to use, so I'm going to show you how to get rid of those things, such as the comments and the different widgets that are over here. Yeah, and for this website, I don't want to use comments because it's just an informational business type website. Now, if you're using a website for a blog, you'll probably want the comments. Some people want to just get rid of those comments, so I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, I'm going to go under Pages, and I'm going to get rid of Sample Page, so you can just mouse over this and click Trash. Get rid of that one. Okay, so that's gone. Now let's go here and quick edit, and I'm going to say one column, no sidebar, and uncheck the box that says allow comments. First, let's see what the one column, no sidebar does. Okay, that should get rid of this right sidebar when I refresh. Great, so now I have a one column website. Okay, good. Now let's go back to quick edit and disable the comments. Update. Okay, so now when I refresh, the comments section should go away. It's gone. Okay, great. Next step is to go ahead and build the other pages. So what I'll do now is add new. Okay, here's my blank page. I'm going to go get my other pages. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. So just copy and paste that over. Okay, this page is called Subject Tutoring, so I'll put the page title up there and publish. Okay, next one. You can see how easy it is to create these pages. It's really just like copy and paste. It's very much like using Word or any other word processing program. Okay, and I want to move this title up to here, so I'm going to cut that out. Paste that title in, publish. Next one. This website's going to have 5 pages, and you'll see that. And we have tutoring locations. Okay. Publish that. Okay. And the last one, I believe, is the contact info. And that's a simple page, just a phone number and an email address, and publish. Okay, let's see what we have so far. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, but they're not necessarily in the right order. Let's see what it looks like on the actual published site. Refresh here. Okay, so we have home, contact info. The order is not what I was looking for, so that's a problem you'll probably run into. Let me show you how to set the order of the pages. All right. So what you do is go in here and where it says order, okay, you can order these, and I have 5 pages, so this one will be last. And the first page is the welcome page. So make that number 1. This is page 2. Oh, yeah, while I'm doing this, I may as well go ahead and set these. I'm going to disable the comments, and I'm going to change the template style from default template to the one column with no sidebar. So I'll do that for each of these. Okay, this one is page 3. Okay. You can see how easy it is to make these changes. Might as well do this one right away. Okay, I think I missed this one. It's page 4. There we go. That's good. That's good. Good. That's good. I think we got it. Okay, let's see what it looks like now. Refresh. Okay, you notice these went to the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I set up, so that's good. Okay, I still have, okay, good. Okay, so I got my 5 pages in the correct order, that's good. But notice that I still have this link for home here, and when you click on that, you'll see this is the first post. Okay, this is set up for you by default when you do a new WordPress installation. Okay, so WordPress was originally designed as a blogging platform, and it has since evolved to allow you to create full-featured websites. Okay, but there's still a legacy of blog posting website here. So if you want to use a blog, that's great. If you don't, there's a way you can disable this. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. Let's go in here. Okay, and if you remember under the settings, when we looked at this earlier, okay, under the reading settings, you can choose the front page that you'd like to have, okay? And right now it's set for latest posts, okay? Because I'm not using this website as a blog, I'm not going to have the post page. I'm going to have a static page, okay? And then it says, which page would you like to have as your front page? And I'm going to choose the welcome page, okay? Now, this is good. You can still add a blog to this if you want, and you would just decide which page would become your posts page. So even though you're using it more as a website, you can still add a blog at any point if you want to do that. So let's go ahead and save that and see what it looks like now. There's one more step here. I'm going to go back into the dashboard, and I need to go under posts, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this hello world post, trash that. Now when I go back here and refresh, you still see the word home, but what happens is it takes you to the welcome page in this case. Okay, so the blog post is now gone, and you just get your intended home page, and it looks like this. Very good. So now I have the 5 pages, and I have it all set up like this. Very good. Now let's take a look at this. I want to remove this header image. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to put some images under here instead. So let's take a look at how to do that. Okay, to change the header image, let's go back to the dashboard, and we're going to go to Appearance and Customize. Okay, so we have some options here. We have the site title and tagline. That's good. Colors, I'm going to choose a background color, a nice light blue, okay. And for the header image, I'm going to remove the image. Okay, you can see the change happening in real time here. And static front page, I believe that's already set. We'll just double check. Yes, okay, very good. Save and publish. Okay, let's see what it looks like now. Okay, very good. A lot more colorful. Okay, again, if you want to change this, you can certainly go back and you can put in a background image. You can have a background color. You can go back and put the header image in. Whatever you need to do, it's very customizable. Okay, let's close that. Okay, it's coming together. The next thing I want to do is do some formatting here with the text. I'll show you how to do that. This part is very much like using Word or any other word processor. Okay, so I'm going to go back into Pages, and open up this page. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and center these two lines. You can see the formatting commands are very familiar. And this one's going to be red. Okay. This is they call it the kitchen sink. It gives you a lot more formatting choices. Okay, this one is going to be red and bold. And this is going to be bold. Okay, very good. And this part is going to be centered. Space that down. This is going to be a little bit bigger. So the standard body text is paragraph. I'm going to use something that's a little bit bigger, heading 2. Okay, and it looks like it grabbed this one too. So let's see if we can change that back. Okay, I'll have to set that in the code. And this one's going to be red. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and take a look into the code. The WYSIWYG area, or the what you see is what you get area, there are 2 different tabs here. That's the visual. So visual looks more like a word processing program. And then if you want to see the code, you can click on text, and it shows you the formatting that's behind the page. Okay. So what I need to do here is I'm going to take away this tag. And I'm going to move this down here so it's just on the phone number. Let's see if that works. Okay. Very good. Very good. And now for this one, center. Okay. Sometimes you do have to go into the code, or maybe if I push this down, there we go. Okay, very good. Okay, let's update that and see the change. Refresh. Okay, good. Okay, now that I have that code set up for those last 2 lines, I'm actually going to go ahead and copy that from the text area and use that on each page so that we don't have that problem again. Okay, so let's go into Pages. Okay. Do these the same way. Update. Okay, let's see what that looks like now. Okay, they should all have the same format. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Okay. Very good. I have some other formatting to do. I'm going to go back in here and do a little bit more formatting here. Go back to visual. And I want to make these blue. Okay, that's good. And update. Okay, let's see. Refresh. Okay, now it looks like we're ready for the fun part, which is putting in the photos. Let's go ahead and do that, and I'll show you how that works. Okay, so we are going to come into this page right here, and we're going to push that down a little bit. I'm going to make a little space for the photo. And the way you add a photo is you click Add Media. Okay, and it says Upload Photos. So let me go ahead and do that here. And I have these saved in the folder called Images. And another nice thing is if you can organize these in advance, if you can either name your photos 1, 2, 3, 4, or give them a specific name that relates to the photo, or give them a name that relates to the page they're going to go on. It really helps you get this work done a lot faster when you start to build a website. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one for the home page, and it's going to upload here into the media gallery. And WordPress likes to set this on medium, so I'm going to go ahead and choose full size here and insert into page. Okay, and it does that. It looks good. I'm going to click this and center it. Make sure that's centered. Okay, good. And update. And let's preview it. Refresh. Wow, that looks great. Okay, very good. Now let's go ahead and add the photos to the other pages. So I'll go into Pages and choose the next one here. Okay, make a little space for that photo and add media. Upload the next one. This is subject tutoring. Open this. And I'm going to do again full size. Looks like we're good with that one. Insert into page. Okay, and then I want to center this. Update. And we'll preview it. Great. Okay, next one. Pages. This one. Okay, make some space here. And add media. Upload. Select. And SAT picture. Okay, I'm going to check the size. Good. Insert into page. Center this and update. Good. Okay, one more photo, and that is for the contact page. Okay, I'm going to make a space here, add media, upload, select, and choose the contact photo. Full size, insert, and center, and update. Excellent. You can see how easy that is. It's actually pretty intuitive once you get the hang of it. Something else I'd like to show you is how to add links. Okay, so let's go into the front page here. And another neat little trick here is this button here allows you to go into what's called distraction-free writing mode. So you can open this up and you get a nice big screen to work in. Okay, and I'm going to show you now how to add some links. So what I'm going to do is link this to the subject page. So I'm going to highlight the text that's going to be linkable, and then insert a link. Okay, and if you had a separate web page that you were sending someone to, you would insert the page URL here. And you can put a title in if you want to change the title, or you can just use the text that you highlighted. Or to link to existing content, which would be something within your website, you just choose that drop-down menu and choose the page to link to. Okay, this way, and there's the link. There we go. Okay, and here we have another one. Okay, this way there's an internal reference on the page. So people can find information more easily on your site. Okay, and then you still want to remember to make sure to update that. Let's go to the main page and refresh. and you can see those links. There you go. Very good. Looks great. Okay, to go back and summarize some of the things that you've learned so far, you've now learned how to choose a web host, how to get a domain or transfer a domain, how to install WordPress on your domain, how to log into WordPress. We went over how to make a site title and tagline, how to either use or remove the header, how to add background color, how to build your pages, how to add content to the pages, including photos, and how to add links. You now know everything you need to know to build your basic business website. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your site.